Good morning. It's Friday, October 31st. Here's what we're working on. All eyes are on the Toronto Blue Jays as they are one win away from winning the World Series tonight.
2 people have been seriously injured in a shooting in Georgetown.
And Prime Minister Mark Carney meets with the President of China for the first time. Good Friday morning and welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning, it is.
Exactly. We have, just in case you're missing it, we have a green hat in the newsroom that you can wear if you would
and
like
the weather is exactly like it's been in Ireland all week. Although we didn't get like days of steady rain, so it was lovely and so many rainbows.
Oh, wonderful!
I cannot believe how many rainbows I saw.
Any leprechauns?
No.
Pots of gold?
No. I did see little pots of gold.
Little pots of gold. Oh, good. Okay.
I'm going to show some photos at the bottom of this half hour.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look forward to it. Excellent. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you brought the rain with him. Well, I'm not kidding.
That's me.
Yeah. Okay. We've had the rain. We had the rain yesterday. We've had it throughout the overnight, and we're getting light rain this morning. But it's going to taper off to some scattered showers, and we could see a little bit of sunshine for the day today. It's going to become mainly cloudy after a fairly wet start. And then we'll see again chance of showers. We're sitting at 5 right now. A bit of a wind already this morning, and we're going to climb to 10 degrees later on today. And it looks like this evening it's not going to be too bad. The showers should taper off later on this afternoon, so that looks pretty good for Halloween and all the trick-or-treaters that'll be out later on tonight. Wet start to the morning here. Wet roads we have at the moment. 403 and Waterdown Road, that's doing okay. Getting word of a collision coming down the Ancaster Hill right around Aberdeen. So I'll be trying to spot that problem as we go on this morning, but nothing right now that I'll show you. At the moment, we don't really see anything around Aberdeen anyhow. Here's a look at the Red Hill Creek camera. Toronto-bound lanes on this shot heading away from us toward the Skyway Bridge. Speaking of, top of the Skyway Bridge looks pretty good. Just the wet roads all the way around, and as you can see, spray coming off the tires through east of Burloak. But no problems on the roads right now except for that one situation coming down the Ancaster Hill. We'll detail that. We'll look at the forecast coming up. Right now, the news.
Thank you, Brian. A Port Colborne man has been charged with second-degree murder after the body of another man was found in a home in the town. The incident prompted a large-scale manhunt Wednesday that led to hold and secure orders at several schools and warnings for residents to stay in their homes. In addition to the murder charge, Niagara police say 27-year-old Brady Neff is also charged with domestic assaults, uttering threats, and possessing a firearm. The victim has been identified as 42-year-old Mark Perro of Port Colborne.
Niagara police are asking for help finding a car they believe belongs to the person responsible for a stabbing in the Falls last week. This image from police was from surveillance video that officers collected. Detectives are asking anyone who knows the vehicle to contact them. A 59-year-old man was stabbed and suffered critical injuries on Wednesday, October 22nd at around 1:30 in the afternoon in Niagara Square Drive near McLeod Road. At the time, police say that a woman had been in a verbal argument with the man before he was stabbed once in the back.
2 people have been seriously injured in a shooting in Georgetown. It happened in the Halton Hills area of 10th Line and River Drive, where Halton police responded to a 911 call Wednesday night. When officers arrived at the scene, they found evidence of a shooting and witnesses who heard gunshots, but they could not find any victims. However, a short time later, police were notified that 2 people were in a nearby hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The major crime unit is now investigating.
Chinese President Xi Jinping has invited our Prime Minister, Mark Carney, to visit China as the pair sat down today for the first time. It was at a bilateral meeting at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in South Korea. Now, Carney said the meeting was today was a turning point in China-Canadian relations. The meeting was designed to reset a strained diplomatic relationship between the two countries. The two met to discuss what Carney calls is a much broader set of issues than trade, from climate cooperation to global security. The encounter comes after years of icy relations sparked by the 2018 Huawei affair and China's retaliatory detentions of 2 Canadians.
Defense Minister David McGuinty says he's confident the Liberal government will be able to get the upcoming fall federal budget passed.
I have every confidence that we will pass the budget. I think that we will earn the respect and the support in the House. It's a question of negotiation. It's a question of making sure that we are reflecting priorities for different members of Parliament.
The Liberals are just a handful of votes shy of being able to pass their fiscal plan through Parliament on their own and need to secure votes from other parties. McGuinty is expressing confidence after Government House Leader Stephen McKinnon said he's worried the budget might not win enough votes to pass. The budget will be unveiled on Tuesday.
Critics say the federal government's new border security bill gives the immigration minister a dangerous blank check. The bill would include sweeping powers to halt or cancel applications during undefined public interest emergencies. The immigration minister, Lena Diab, says the wording is deliberately vague to make sure that there's flexibility in crises, such as pandemics or national security threats. Opposition MPs and migrants' rights groups warn the bill could open the door to discrimination or mass document cancellations. Canada's cybersecurity agency warns that activist hackers have already been targeting online systems that manage things like water, energy, and agricultural operations. The Canadian Centre for Cybersecurity, along with the RCMP, says several recent reports have come in regarding tampering that's involved internet-connected industrial systems. In one instance, hackers interfered with water pressure at an unidentified facility, disrupting service to a community. And in another, they manipulated an automated tank gauge, triggering false alarms at a Canadian oil and gas firm. Well, the Toronto Blue Jays are 1 win away from claiming a World Series title for the first time since 1993. Game 6 against the LA Dodgers happens tonight at the Rogers Centre, and that's where Jason Guidola is this morning ahead of a potentially huge night. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Annette. It's quiet now outside the Rogers Centre, but rest assured the city of Toronto is going to be quite busy throughout the day. Expect to see plenty of fans rocking their gear and cheering on the Blue Jays for what could be a magical night, something that the city experienced 32 years ago. Everyone remembers this, or at least many people could remember this moment. Joe Carter hitting that walk-off home run to win the World Series in 1993. A special moment in Toronto sports history. And the Blue Jays this time around, the 2025 Blue Jays, have produced some magic of their own, and they've shown the capability of coming through big moments, as we most recently saw in Game 5 against the Dodgers. Now, while millions of fans will be watching across the country, the city of Toronto will definitely have their hands full with fans today. The city says it is working with closely with police, the Rogers Centre, transit agencies, and others to prepare for, quote, all possible scenarios when it comes to fans coming through and filling the streets wherever they're watching the game. They're also hosting a free public watch party at Nathan Phillips Square. So there is going to be events across the city. The Scotiabank Arena just down the road, they are hosting a watch party as well. Tickets are reportedly $15. So check their website for more information there. And also transit systems. The TTC says they're increasing subway service across the city. GO trains in some lines. They're adding additional trains later into the evening as they intend to prepare for a larger than expected crowd for tonight's Game 6. So it's, again, still quiet now, but it's definitely going to be busy much later on in the day. We'll take it back to you, Rick.
Thank you, Jason. Sportsline, the excitement is definitely building in Toronto and across Canada as the Jays stand at the doorstep of their first World Series championship in 32 years.
Whenever you start a spring training, this is kind of where you want to end up. Doesn't always happen, so you have to appreciate it. But, yeah, man, this is the story of the 2025 Blue Jays. Pretty cool.
Jays manager John Schneider says he expects George Springer will be healthy enough to return to the lineup for Game 6 tonight against the defending champion Dodgers. The 36-year-old outfielder has missed the last 2 games with a strained oblique muscle. Toronto will send Kevin Gausman to the mound at the Dome, while LA will counter with Yoshinobu Yamamoto in a rematch of Game 2 in which the Dodgers won. Game 6 of the World Series is special for Toronto, having clinched the title in 1992 and 93 with victories in Game 6. First pitch tonight is at 8 o'clock.
3-on-1. Hustadinov and Lindholm. Hustadinov, he scores!
Boston's Marat Hustadinov played hero by scoring his first goal of the season in overtime as the Bruins outlasted the Sabres 4-3. It was the 3rd game in a row in which Buffalo lost 4-3 in OT. Lamar Jackson showed little rust in his return from a hamstring injury, throwing 4 touchdowns as the Baltimore Ravens routed the Miami Dolphins 28-6 on Thursday Night Football. Jackson completed 18 of 23 passes in his first start since Week 4, and the Ravens won their 2nd straight game as they hope to make a run in the wide-open AFC North. Tight end Mark Andrews had 2 touchdown grabs, and running back Derrick Henry rushed for 119 yards. As Baltimore moved to 3-5, the Dolphins made a slew of mistakes last night and tumbled to 2-7. Finalists for the 2025 CFL Awards have been revealed, and 4 Tiger Cats are in the mix for some hardware. Quarterback Bo Levi Mitchell is up against BC pivot Nathan Rourke for the George Reed Most Outstanding Player Award. Defensive end Julian Hauser is up for the Top Defensive Player. Brandon Revenberg is nominated for Best Lineman, and Devin Veresuk is a Rookie of the Year finalist. The winners will be announced during Grey Cup Week on November 13th in Winnipeg. Episode 4 of the Made in the Hammer docuseries has been released, and in this emotional edition, the Tiger Cats season is paused by the tragic loss of beloved general manager Ted Govaya.
All you really want to be able to say about someone is they took full advantage of their short time on this planet. And in that sense, all I can do is celebrate Ted's life, because he did such a great job with it.
Yeah, this is the best episode so far. From heartbreak to resilience, a locker room, a city, and an entire football family came together to honor Ted as the team continued their push for first place in the East Division. Episode 4 is available on ticats.ca and YouTube, and it includes a special announcement at the end. Forge FC hosting Cavalry FC this Sunday at 2 p.m. at Hamilton Stadium in the Canadian Premier League semi-final, with the winner facing Atletico Ottawa for the North Star Cup on November 9th. Forge's Tristan Borges will join me for Sportsline at 7 this morning. Meantime, the Northern Super League playoffs kick off tomorrow at noon at BMO Field, where AFC Toronto will host the Montreal Roses in the opening leg of their semi-final. Vancouver and Ottawa start their semi-final on Tuesday. And 5 new inductees have been welcomed into the St. Catharines Sports Hall of Fame. Athletes Doug Fast, Gemma Kramer, Chris Leach, and Melissa Murphy St. Onge, as well as builder John Haney, were enshrined in a ceremony last night at the Meridian Center.
13 after 6 o'clock, it is Friday, October 31st. Halloween, of course, we'll be talking about the forecast for Halloween coming up. First of all, it's traffic. Nothing here at the 403 on Waterdown Road. That's doing okay. We do have a collision coming down the Ancaster Hill just around the Aberdeen area, so that's obviously coming eastbound or Toronto bound, Hamilton bound from Ancaster, causing a delay right there. We don't have a camera, unfortunately, right there. Go to some MTO traffic cameras, and it's just wet roads to contend with so far this morning. Ontario Street, here's a look at Red Hill Creek going through Stony Creek toward Skyway. Fairview on the other side of the Skyway, east of Royal Windsor. It's just wet roads. We do have a problem on the 401. Around Winston Churchill, the express lanes eastbound at Winston Churchill completely closed with a serious collision there. All right, let's get to what we have and how we're starting out this Friday morning. Temperature at the moment is 5 degrees. We do have some light rain at the moment, and there's a wind this morning. The wind is west 16, gusting to 30. So it actually is kind of a spooky morning. You step outside, it's wet. The trees are creaking in the wind a little bit. The leaves are blowing. Oh, it's a perfect Halloween morning, I'll tell you. So 10 degrees will be the high for the day today. There's that 30% chance of showers later on this afternoon as well. And we will see a little bit of sunshine for the day today and a bit of a westerly wind as well. As I mentioned, no problems with air quality risk for the day today. That looks good. Here's a look at our SatRad picture. This is what's happened over the past 6 hours. You can see the green areas, the rain that we've had, and we will continue to get that this morning. And then the showers, as that low leaves, it heads away, but still could be showers today, partly cloudy to mainly cloudy tonight. Tomorrow, fairly cloudy and chance of showers. Some areas could see some sunshine for the day tomorrow, but Hamilton's going to be fairly cloudy. But today, showers are possible on and off, but a bit of sunshine, 10, 11 degrees, 9 for Kitchener and Guelph. Tonight, temperature falls back to 2, 4 degrees, 0 and 1. What is scary about tonight's forecast is some areas could get some flurries. That's scary enough on its own, never mind for Halloween. And then tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures anywhere from 9 to 11 degrees, fairly cloudy. If you see some sunshine tomorrow, enjoy it. But yeah, there's still chance of showers for the day tomorrow. So as we head out the door on this Halloween morning, it is light rain. And as I said, it's a fairly spooky start to the day today, and our temperature right now sitting at 5. All right, we'll look at the long-range forecast coming up. Annette, Rick.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Coming up after the break, the new iPhone is pushing Apple toward its best quarter ever. In overseas trading this morning, the Canadian dollar is down 6 points to 71.45 cents U.S. Gold is up $18 an ounce, while oil is down 7 cents a barrel. Midday trading on the European markets has London, Frankfurt, and Paris all down across the board this hour.
The Nikkei continued its surge, finishing up today by more than 1,000 points. Not the case, though, for Hong Kong and Shanghai. They were both down. North American markets yesterday, the TSX closed up 34 points, and the NASDAQ and Dow Jones both had triple-digit losses.
Canada's agriculture industry is being hit with another tariff. India is imposing a 30% tariff on Canadian yellow peas starting tomorrow. India says the move is meant to protect its farmers. The move wipes out another of the industry's top markets after China hit Canadian peas with a 100% tariff in March. Saskatchewan's agriculture minister is urging the federal government to intervene immediately. China and India account for more than 70% of the province's pea exports. Last year alone, Saskatchewan exported $480 million worth of yellow peas to India.
Well, despite trade war challenges of its own, Apple predicts it is heading into what could be its strongest quarter ever. So its latest earning report shows revenue climbed to more than $102 billion thanks to steady demand for the new iPhone 17 lineup. Apple CEO Tim Cook says the company expects the December quarter to be even better for total revenue and iPhone sales. Cook says new AI-powered tools like Apple Intelligence are motivating people to upgrade their iPhones.
Well, you won't find Disney's channels on YouTube TV, at least until the two can come to an agreement. Disney's channels were removed from YouTube's pay TV platform after the two media giants failed to reach a new carriage agreement before yesterday's deadline. The blackout leaves subscribers unable to watch content from Disney networks, including ESPN, ABC, Disney Channel, FX, and National Geographic. The two companies remain in talks, although neither indicated when customers can expect programming to resume. The blackout should come as little surprise to YouTube TV subscribers, who for the last week have seen announcements warning of a stalemate. Since last Thursday, Disney has run public messages notifying YouTube TV customers of a possible blackout.
Well, if you're a fan of the Jetsons, this could be the Rosie that you've always wanted. Neo is a robot housekeeper created by the AI and robotics company 1X. Neo can clean your home, do your laundry, water your plants, and if you're in need of a bit of entertainment, Neo also dances. It stands about 5'6", because that's what you want in a cleaning robot. It stands about 5'6" and runs a cool $20,000. 1X says there are lots of security features so that this doesn't turn into the Terminator. But you do have to sign, there's the dance, it's creepy. You do have to sign a waiver, though, because of the human operators of the robot. They have to be able to see into your home in order to perform the task. Okay, this is like eerie.
No, thank you.
No thanks.
No.
And can you imagine, like, your neighbors have a Neo, but you don't know that they have a Neo, and you see this through the window at night and wonder,
what's going on
What is
there?
going on there?
Freaky. No thanks. Taking a break right now. Brian is going to return with traffic and your 7-day weather forecast.
All right, time check 6:24. Friday morning, Halloween, of course, October 31st. QEW at Niagara Street. Nothing here but wet roads. We do have light rain coming down right around the horseshoe at the moment. Skyway Bridge, that's on the Burlington side, so Toronto-bound lanes down to North Shore Boulevard away from us. East of Burl Oak, doing fine. No problems at Sheraton, pretty light there. 403 at Glen Erin, no problems, at least in this area. The problem we had at the 403 in Aberdeen is now clear, so that's good. And we still have a problem on the 401 right around Winston Churchill. Eastbound express lanes completely closed there. All right, let's get to temperatures that we have at the moment. 5 degrees for Hamilton, light rain continuing to come down. 6 for Toronto, 7, well, 5 as well for Mississauga, but 6 for Toronto, 7 into Grimsby. So what we have as far as seasonal temperatures are concerned, 10 degrees for the daytime high, 2 for the overnight low. A bit of sunshine in the forecast for the day today, but there's that ongoing chance of showers on and off. Those are our sun times. Sun comes up 7:53, and those are our records for today. So for school today, we should be 6 degrees for the first bell, so we'll climb a little bit, but there's chance of showers. And there's that little glimmer of sunshine possible for later on today, but still chance of showers and a high of 10 degrees. So long-range forecast, we've talked today, tonight down to 2. We'll get possible clearing. We could get some partly cloudy skies overnight, so hopefully the showers will end by Halloween time, going out for trick-or-treating. Tomorrow, fairly gray, chance of showers at 9. Time change weekend, of course. Sunday looks pretty good, getting into Eastern Standard Time. Sunny at 11, and then we're back to showers possible for Monday, but sun for Tuesday. That's your forecast. Annette, Rick.
Okay, time for some pictures. I'm fresh back after spending a week with some of our viewers driving across Ireland with Colette Tours. We showed this photo in Where You're Watching earlier this week of the Dingle Peninsula, which is part of the really rugged Atlantic coast, and it's so beautiful. But my absolute favorite spot is also on the coast. It's the Cliffs of Moher, a very, very windy but beautiful stretch of the North Atlantic. It's just, I could have spent forever there. But we did visit a whiskey distillery. That was very cool. That was founded in the 1750s.
Whoa.
And Brian, you'll be happy to know I found a whiskey that I liked.
Did you?
Finally!
Nice.
Finally!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we climbed the steps of Blarney Castle to kiss the Blarney Stone at the top. You have to bend over, and Daniel's neck is still kind of wrenched from that.
Ouch.
But Blarney Castle itself and the gardens surrounding it, so you're up at the very, very top there. That's where you kiss the stone.
Yeah.
It was just spectacular. And then yesterday morning, a special treat. We woke up in another castle, one that's been turned into a hotel. So it was our first coach tour, my first tour as well with Colette. And wow, we have some pretty amazing viewers that really, really watch the show. And I know that they're all back home now as well. So good morning to you all. It was just such a treat to travel with you.
Happy to have you back, and very glad that everyone enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Great. Stay with us. More to come after the break here on Morning Live.